everyone, and welcome back to Beyond Basic, a show for youth and by youth where we discuss truth, beauty, and goodness in our world and in our church because we are Beyond Basic. Once again, I am your host, Tessa Habet, and I'm here with my co-host, Loreto Pelayo. So guys, episode 5, we're more than halfway through the season, so if you haven't watched our other episodes, you should totally go back and watch them. And if you are part of what we have now coined as the BBG, the Beyond Basic Gang, then you have seen this face before, the person that we have going to be our guest today. She is not new to the BBG, but she's kind of hasn't been around in a while, and I think her life has become very interesting since we last saw her. Not that she wasn't interesting before, but a lot has changed for this particular guest since we saw her like 2 years ago, I think it was. So our guest for this week is none other than Ashley Gillett.
Hi everybody.
Are you like excited to be back? I know that you were like our second episode of Beyond Basic.
I was telling Justin it was like 5 minutes into the whole thing.
Yeah, like I didn't even know what Beyond Basic was. Like I didn't know what it was gonna. And you just came on and I think you gave us a lot of consolation. It was like our second episode, and we're like, okay, this could work. This is a good episode. We did it. I think we can do this. And I think that just kind of set the tone for like.
Whoa.
Yeah. No, I really
really
respect that episode. That was one of the greatest moments of my career.
Holy heck.
No, it was
Thank you,
good.
Tessa.
It was a really good episode. If you haven't seen it, you should totally go back and watch it, because I was rewatching it before preparing for this episode, and I was like, whoa, some good stuff. Like, she really dropped some good, like...
My hair was also like this.
Yeah. She looked a little bit different.
I just saw that off.
Yeah. So a lot has changed. Maybe some people know, she was actually... You taught Matthew, right? So our guest for last week.
Technically I didn't teach a class, but I was his campus minister at John Paul II Junior College.
Yeah, so I think she has a lot of connections with her. I think you're really part of the BBG, man.
I'll say. Well, thank you. I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yeah. So today we're talking about World Youth Day, because like I said, a lot has happened since we last saw you. I mean, you served for a year as a missionary in Benque with SALT. And this past year, you've been a youth minister in San Pedro.
Right.
So, just tell us like about your past 2 years. What's it been?
Past 2 years. Right. Yeah, I think right after I had spoken to you guys, I went straight into mission.
Yeah.
And so I did that for a year. And that was a journey in and of itself. Like Father Bo says, it's beautiful and it's hard. And it's beautiful and it's hard and it's beautiful and it's hard. I definitely saw a lot of growth in myself in that time. I met a lot of wonderful people, made friendships, which I really didn't anticipate. I'm not a very social being, but yeah, I have a lot of lifelong friendships from that. And I also just, I think we were talking about this, like how Jesus just reveals wounds that you didn't know were there or didn't want to accept were there. And so I think that's where the hard and the beautiful, because like it's hard to be in mission, be doing ministry, and realizing at the same time like how broken you are. But then I think in the second part of my journey where like I decided to not continue mission, and I decided to go to San Pedro and work there for a year, and I've been the youth minister out there. And I think like where mission kind of showed me a lot of the ways that Jesus needs to heal me, I need to let him heal me. I think San Pedro is kind of where I learned to let him, like to surrender that and give up control, and it's very new. So I'm saying that, but it's like I learned this 5 minutes ago. So, but yeah, both at mission and at in San Pedro, I learned like I had a passion for just teaching, especially about evangelizing in general, but teaching, like I really like that, and I really would like to pursue teaching the catechism after this. And just realizing how your life can be such a gift to others, like even on your worst day, like just getting up and showing up at whatever you do, whatever your job is. But in my case, it was specifically youth ministry or campus ministry. Those were things that I learned. And yeah, I think that's a little that's about it in a nutshell. What I've been doing.
I'm sure there's a lot more.
Oh, girl, you did not even know. But yeah,
yeah. I mean, mission, just living with other people, like it's difficult. All of that, everything comes out. All of your everything comes out. It's so purifying.
All the ways that I was telling somebody today, like if you think you're not good at something, God will definitely put you to do it. Basically, like if you're not a social being, He will make you interact with people 24/7 for no reason. And purification. I did learn that gift of self at mission, and I learned that I could actually enjoy that, being a gift of self, and that He works through that. Through even when you're uncomfortable, like I'd prefer to be in my room right now doing nothing, like staring at the ceiling and pretending I don't exist. But instead I'll go out even though I don't feel up to it and spend time with people. Or like we would do these one-on-one missionary dates and stuff like that, where like a random person would just be like, hey, do you want to hang out for like an hour? You want to go on a walk? And I was, in my heart of hearts, I was like, absolutely not. I really don't want to. But then I really leaned into that at mission, because like they really encourage you to lean into that. Yeah. And I've learned that could be such a blessing, not just like you giving them a blessing, but a blessing for me as well.
Yeah. I think it's such a testimony, the fact that you were a missionary in Belize, because I know when I heard about you going to serve in Benke, I was like, wait, Belizeans can do it? Because I know the missionary program, like I don't know if I visited at that time yet, probably not, but I heard about it, and I thought it was only Americans, foreigners, who could be a part of that missionary program, or could be a missionary at all. Like you had to go to a different country. Yeah. And in Belize, we're always the ones that get administered to. We're never the ones that do mission. And so I think that is such a testimony, the fact that you, as a Belizean, in your own country, went and became a missionary for a year. Yeah. Like that, for me, I know that was like a real like inspiration. I'm like, wow, that's like on the table.
Yeah, I had a similar experience, because I didn't, it was the same for me. I didn't go to mission. I didn't visit them thinking I'd be a missionary. I went to visit the sisters, at the time. That's what and Father Bo was like, hey, do you want a tour of Benke and meet the missionaries? I'm like, sure, why not? And yeah, like seeing other Belizeans there, because there was Danielle was there at the time, and Cynthia, and Maria Santos, and I like seeing them there really was like, oh, I could actually do this. Wow. It does still require one to get over that cultural stigma, because like we are mission too, and we're not like missionaries ever in our culture usually. Like that's our mentality, like you were saying. So you do still have to get over that hurdle. But yeah, I did encounter a similar thing, and that's why I felt like I could do it, because like they were there, and also I felt called by God. But like knowing that other Belizeans have done it as well.
Yeah. Well, your second year away from Beyond Basic has consisted of you being youth minister at San Pedro, and that has then led you to lead the World Youth Day group from San Pedro. That's kind of what we want to get into. So tell us about the World Youth Day group, and well, tell us what World Youth Day is, because maybe some people here don't know what it is. Like I know Loreto's going, you're going. I went to Panama, but I'm not going this time because I'm a college kid and we're all broke, and we don't, when you're in college you kind of just lay low. Yeah. For a little bit. Oh, I get it for sure. You make money, you don't spend. Right.
Yeah. So World Youth Day is an event that occurs every 4 years, where the Pope invites young Catholics from all over the world to basically have a week-long encounter with Jesus. Usually there's a common theme. This year it's very much based on Mary visiting Elizabeth, arise and go with haste. And that's basically what it is. Like, there's an opportunity. It's very heavily based on encountering Jesus, but also cultural exchange and evangelizing to the world, because like this is a huge event for the world, and it's like putting Catholicism back on the map and things like that. Yeah, that's what I would say about that. It also gives you an opportunity to see just how big the church is and how united we are, even though sometimes it doesn't feel that way. It's a really good reminder of that. That's the way I see worldview today. Yeah. I don't know if you would.
What would you say?
I've actually been keeping my expectations really low. Like, I didn't, before last year, I didn't even know what World Youth Day was. And so, I'm trying not to get too excited. But it's a pretty big thing for me. I think it will be my first time flying outside of being on a plane. Going
really?
out. Yeah, it's going to be my first time on a plane. So once we hit Cancun, that's the first plane there, going to the Iberian Peninsula, and it will be my first time outside of like this region. First time in Europe. It's going to be a first time for a lot of things. And so I'm excited. First time seeing the Pope for sure.
I'm so excited for you guys. Like, for everyone that's going to Portugal, I'm just like, dude, like, it's Europe. It's just like, it's oh man, I'm so. Are you guys going anywhere other than Portugal? Like, are you doing any other?
We fly in and out of Spain. So the last 2 days, I think we're gonna try to do a little tour of Madrid while we're there. Yeah, but the focus is we're gonna do days in the diocese, which you go early, 1 week early. So we're staying in Porto, and then afterwards we're going to Lisbon, and then like the last 2 days we'll try to get some Madrid in.
I'm like so excited. This is like awesome. What is your group? Are you guys visiting any other places?
Yeah, I think we're spending a lot of time in Spain first, because we're going with the Neocatechumenal Way, and they have like a big they have like a big thing in Spain there. I saw a bit of the itinerary, but I'm trying not to spoil myself. I know for sure in Portugal we're going to Fatima.
It's a must.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Fatima fan, but it's cool. It's cool.
You're the second person I've heard say
that. It's funny because like when we were discussing if we're going, I remember someone made a comment like, well, if we go, I want to go to Fatima, and I'm like, I did. It has its fun.
I would like to, if I was in Europe, I would just go everywhere. I would just abandon my group and catch a train and see where I land. I
think for us, like every day we're going to like a different part of Spain or Portugal, so we're never staying too long in one location. It's like a big long road trip on the way to Portugal.
That's so cool.
One day, Jesus, I'm gonna go to Europe, okay? Please. Laughing at me. But yeah, no, World Youth Days, it's great. So how has your group been preparing for it?
Yeah, I think a lot of it has been logistics, a lot of practical preparation. Unfortunately, we haven't had a lot of time to spend on spiritual preparation for it. And I hope like I get to do a little like a crash course or something in that. But do you mean like just like getting there, like
fundraising and stuff?
Oh well, yeah. So we've been focusing a lot on fundraising. Our group has been doing, like, we do sales after mass, raffles. We've also just been asking for donations. The community of San Pedro has been just so generous and just so giving to the group. And so praise God for that. But and then there's also complementing that with, your own personal giving. So that's the way we've been doing it. We've also I've encouraged them to just pray and pray for the Pope, pray for our group, pray for all the Belizean groups going. And those are a lot of the things. We had to go to Mexico City to get our Schengen visas, and I tell you, that was definitely an encounter. That was like, I think that one of the hardest parts, if not the hardest part of going to World Youth Day, the biggest challenge of it. But it ended up being a little bit of a pilgrimage for us, which is good. So it's like maybe God really, he put that challenge in our way so that we would have a little bit of spiritual encounter before we go, because we ended up going to the Basilica. And while we were in Mexico City, we did daily mass, and we did like group discussions and stuff like that. And we met with the John Paul II group from Benke that's also going, and we kind of got to meet them a little bit, because we will be spending a little bit of time with them while we're in Portugal. So those are a couple of the ways that we've been.
How big is your group?
It's 7 of us going.
Wow.
Yeah.
7? I think that's the largest of any specific parish.
JP2 is 9.
9 people.
Think, yeah. So there are more. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I feel like there's more groups going this time.
Probably more, a lot more smaller groups. Probably.
Because my group was 10.
Yeah.
And we went with, it was us, the Benke group, and then Corazal. I think like a small group from Orange Walk, and like that was all. Like from Belize.
Yeah.
And so I think this year there are like more groups.
It really depends on who you ask, because like some people I'll tell, oh, that's such a small group. I'm like, do you know what it's like to get 7 Schengen visas? Do you know what that process is?
It was hard enough getting 4.
Oh my goodness. You guys went through the Spanish embassy,
correct,
right?
in Guatemala City. We're still awaiting our visas, but I'm saying this on air. Am I jinxing myself? It seems likely that it's getting approved. We haven't gotten a rejection letter yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
are you doing stuff for Guatemala Media, like the? Yeah,
I'm supposed to get a media pass.
I think we're supposed to advertise that.
We are?
I was told that we should mention it in our episode, that you're going to be... So if you want to be keeping up with World Youth Day events, our very own Loreto Pelayo will be doing his best to keep you guys updated. So just like
live on the ground.
Live on the ground.
In Portugal.
In
Lisbon,
Portugal. So we're gonna have our very own local stream from here. So keep up with our Facebook page and subscribe to everything, and have your TVs on 24/7, so that you can, just in case something good happens.
Just in case, you never know.
Exactly. So I think our World Youth Day, it's just very excited. I know World Youth Day was like, it's not like touristy things. Like, you're not a tourist when you go there, you're a pilgrim in the like realest sense of the word. It's like difficult. Like, you're hiking long, like you're tired at the end of the day. You have to eat Subway way too many times. Maybe Europe has better food, but for us it was like Popeyes and Subway, and we got so tired of bread.
On the itinerary, I saw there was like a time set aside, and in the brackets it said fast food.
Yeah, it was, and you have to stand in lines forever. There are crowds, so many people. It's just it's a lot. I remember for us, we would go to the track like every week to like run to get physically fit for it, and we still were like, there was so many hills, and it was just exhausting, and a lot of people. It's just, I mean, I'm a people person, and it was hard. There's a lot of people.
Okay, you're scaring me.
No, yeah, it's pretty tough. This is what Father Scott did to us to prepare us. He was like, it's gonna suck. You're gonna hate it. You guys are gonna hate each other by the end of it, but the Pope's there, and so is Jesus. So
that's all that matters. Yeah, I think our Mexico trip was a good taste for my group, because I think they did. I've been singing to them. So we have 3 people who are 2 15-year-olds, 1 16-year-old, 1 21-year-old, and then there's us old folks. Then there's 3 adults. Well, 21 is adult, but 3 people of age.
Yeah,
you know.
I was 15 when I went.
Okay.
And that was
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, what age you are when you go to World Youth Day does
it affects it
affects
for sure
your experience.
It was for me. It was difficult. It was difficult, but it was also nice because I got to stay with like a host family by myself.
Okay.
And so like my mom went with us and my sister, but they separated me.
Interesting.
And so I was by myself in this with family. I loved it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm free. I can, and I would just like, I'm that kid. I was that kid. I am that kid. I would just like go on the street and I'm like, I'm going to my friend's house, like where my friend is staying. And that was me. So I loved
would
it.
Never have allowed that.
No, she didn't know. She thought I was safe in the house with my host family. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go see my mom. And then I would just go and see my friends.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys. So that was me.
Yeah.
That's how World Youth Day was great. I had a lot of independence. It was perfect. I think now I would be more like, Mom, I want you to come with me, please, please. So yeah, things changed your age.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really liked World Youth Day.
Yeah, I bet. I think it's gonna be awesome either way. But you really do. Mr. Joseph says this. He's a teacher at JP2. He says, we are pilgrims, not tourists, and he has them repeat this on mission trips. And I have told my group but I think they still don't fully understand what being a pilgrim is. But Mexico did give us like a little taste of that. But I told them, like we'll be walking a lot. We'll be carrying our luggage almost everywhere. At one night, we'll be sleeping on the ground, out in the open, just everywhere.
Yeah.
And I think like this is where I've seen God like really work in my life, because mission has prepared me for this. Like I'm not a camper at all. Like happy camper is an oxymoron for me. But you have so many times where you're just in those situations at mission, or situations where you're just working all day and you're sweating, you're drenched in sweat, and then you have to like quickly change in the bathroom and go directly from preparing an event all day to like serving food at the event, like with makeup on, and it's kind of pouring down your face and stuff like that. And they really rough it at mission. And part of it is, the nature of mission, and part of it is them like trying to get that sacrificial spirit in you. But it's prepared me so much. Like when I told them like we're going to Mexico City, we can only take backpacks. We don't get a carry-on. And they're like,
that was me.
How will we pack all these things? I'm like, you're gonna be there for 3 days. You're going to be there for 3 days. And I said, you know what? I'm not asking you to do anything I wouldn't do myself. And I showed them my little backpack that I had. And I had to carry all our documents. So like all our documents together was like this thick, plus all my things. And I still had space in my backpack. And I think I really do attest that to my time at mission. Like really prepared me to rough it a little bit. Certainly more than I'm used to. Or I was used to.
Yeah. I think that's something that I do like about mission. I've visited Bangkok quite a few times, and the last time I went, I stayed at the greenhouse. That's where you used to live, right? Yes.
It's the most beautiful place
it was
in the world.
Compared to the other houses, it's a lot nicer. I went to the guy's house, and I was like, oh.
The greenhouse was a little escape. I think for everyone on mission, the greenhouse was an escape. I was certainly glad to be there.
Yeah, it was really nice, and I went. Karen hosted me, and it was so good. But I had just come from like college, like Franciscan, to the States, and it's nicer. I mean, college is not luxury, but it's nicer than mission. And so I was like in there and like was out walking in the heat. I'm like, it's hot. I went to change my shirt like 3 times a day.
Yes.
And there's a lot of walking.
And you shower a lot.
Oh yeah, you shower a lot. And you get back late and you're tired and you have to wake up early, and it's just, I was like, whoa. And I'm not even really doing mission work. Like I'm just here to visit. This is wow. This really will prepare you for heaven, if anything. It's a sacrificial love right here.
It's a good introduction to it, at least.
Yeah, I think. But I mean, despite all the difficulties of World Youth Day, it was really great. It's a really great experience.
Yeah, it's hard and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hard and it's because you see like the encounters like Viadi and Noelle. They're some of our the teens going with us, just like being in awe of every single thing, like, and them being at the basilica, which is like a big dream, you know, and like you meet these kids and they dream of going to the basilica. Like at that age, like my dream was being a Spice Girl. Like
Really?
I was baby Spice.
Wait, really?
But like
Whoa,
it,
that's
like
cool.
to see these really wholesome kids just getting these, living out these really wholesome dreams, and I just have a little part in that, like all the blood, sweat, and tears. Or like Mark will say, you know, I've never seen the mass in a different way. Like I've only seen our Belizean masses and stuff like that, or specifically mostly San Pedro where they're at. And then we went to different masses in Mexico City, and then just seeing the architecture and the art and different ways people worship. You just see the fruits of it. And sometimes you're just like lifting your head for a second, or like putting your nose above water, and for just that moment you see the fruits and the beauty of it. It makes it worth it, I think. Yeah, I was telling somebody that I would never sign up to be a pilgrim for World Youth Day, but I would take people to World Youth Day. I think like that has been more fulfilling to me. I'm not a traveler. I don't love these things. This is not something I would do for myself. But I have found, like, you know, I know how to do this now. And it's super hard to put all these moving parts together. Like Susanna and I, we correspond a lot and sometimes cry together about World Youth Day. It's a lot, and so like once you've done it, it's a skill set that you could offer to other people. And so it's something that if I don't go, I would at least like work like closely with a leader to help them to prepare to go, for sure, because it is.
I'm excited to hear
so
what it will be the next time, because I hope I can go.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that I'm most excited to
Yeah,
hear.
I was really excited because like they announced it at the last mass, and I was like, Abraham was like, it's probably gonna be like in China or something. And so we're all crossing our fingers. We're like, don't be in China, please don't be in China. And then, like literally, Abraham had it drilled in our brains. He was like, it's probably gonna be in China, guys. And so at the final mass, we're all holding hands and we're like, not China, not China. And then he said Portugal. We're like, whoa! It was really good. Yeah.
Oh my God, it's definitely gonna be China.
Yeah. In Panama, there was kind of an Easter egg. I don't know if they planned this. Probably they did. But we had the statue of Our Lady of Fatima at the World Youth Day, and it was the first time that it had ever left Fatima since like the statue was made. And so that was the big thing. Like, oh my gosh, have you seen the statue yet? Like, it's Mary, like, you know, it's here, and it's the one from Fatima. And then when they said Portugal, like, oh, that's why it was here. It's a little Easter egg.
Yeah. So we'll look out for those coming.
Maybe it's in China.
Maybe it's in China. Yeah, whatever the Lord.
Yeah.
Wherever the Lord.
And I'll get to go to China.
To take us.
I would love to go to China.
I'm not a traveler, so
I
can't say the same for myself. But
I mean, like, I prayed just now, like 5 minutes ago. Remember? Okay, please let me go to Europe. I love traveling. But yeah, so we're soon gonna go to the game. But if you want to give like any messages to the other groups who are going to World Youth Day, or people that in your own group that may be watching, message to them.
To my San Pedro group, I hope you're packing light wherever you are, and praying. I'm definitely praying for you guys and stuff like that. Praying for all the groups going. I hope we can meet up at different points while we're there. And I hope this is like such a unifying experience for Belizean pilgrims who are going to come back and just give to Belize. I think that's what I would say to everybody.
I think that's good.
Godspeed.
Okay, well, this is a nice little conversation about World Youth Day. After our break, we have an activity that we're going to do with Ashley that I'm really excited for. So I really hope you come back and have fun with us and share this during our break. Share this with your friends, comment, and we'll put your comment up on the screen, and then come back and continue having fun with us. So yeah, see you soon.
chose JP2 because I wanted the best.
Because I wanted the best.
I wanted to push
myself harder.
Challenge myself.
to study the greatest
Minds
mind.
of Western civilization.
To soar to new heights.
Break through barriers.
Test the limits of what I thought I could do.
Of what others
What
thought I
others
could
thought I could
To
do.
truly live my faith. Not just for myself,
but for the youth.
to be everything I was made to be.
Because we are made for greatness.
Because you are made for greatness.
Tired of replacing light bulbs? LEDs are what you need. LEDs last up to 30,000 hours. That's 30 times longer than incandescent bulbs, and up to 8 times longer than compact fluorescents. So less changing and less trash. Planet Earth thanks you. And the LED experts at Brothers Habet and Habet will help you find the best LED solution with colors for every room and mood, starting as low as $6.95. You can even get LED strips for home, office, and industrial use. So say goodbye to fluorescent tubes forever. And because they use up to 90% less energy, you save money. Money you can spend on other things. So head to Brothers Habet or Habet today. You can also call, email, or Facebook us. Have a brilliant day.
BRC is a full-service design, print, and publishing house that offers superior quality printing efficiently and affordably. Check out our services and let us help you inspire your audience and promote your message for a lot less than you think. We offer instant on-demand full-color printing, bindings, and other finishing specialties. We also have Ricoh Top International Office machines for businesses, schools, and churches. Now, with 24-hour delivery, we can take requests by phone, fax, or email and send your order directly to you. So contact us today.
And we're back. Thank you so much for coming back. Now we have my favorite segment, our little activity. I usually call it the game, but I feel like it's become an activity where it's less of a game and just something weird we do every week now. So this episode 5, we have Ashley Gillett, just a little recap, and we've been talking about World Youth Day and her 2 years of being away from Beyond Basic, where she's been a missionary and a youth minister, and she's going to take a group of people to World Youth Day, and now she is going to react to Catholic dating nightmares. Super random, super just like very out of left field, but I feel like that's just kind of this show.
Very relatable.
Yes. So there's this. Personally, the first one I relate to. I think it's me, but yeah, it's this Instagram page that I follow that I enjoy a lot, and it's called Catholic Dating Nightmares, and they post Catholic dating nightmares, and it's just the best thing ever. And so I found some, narrowed it down to like 10, and we're gonna read them, react to them, and then give a rating. So like how, based on, I guess, I don't know, funniness. Yeah.
How funny it is?
Yeah. So not how nightmarish it is, but how funny it is,
okay.
like how good it is. So I think we're gonna start with the first one that you're gonna pull up on the screen. So yeah, first one is, you're pretty enough and you've been on here long enough that one of the two things is true. One, you're doing something wrong, and or let's be honest, and you're being too picky. I felt that one. I feel like so many people have told me that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wait, but is that like a message from a potential
From a guy. Yeah,
Oh
like a
my
potential
goodness.
guy. It's like you're pretty, but like you're either doing something wrong or you're just being too picky.
You've been on here too long. That, I think, is so sad.
Yeah. If someone told me that, I would block
I
and
would run to adoration.
yeah,
Cry.
to a confessor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
Loretta, what's your perspective as a guy?
You mean like if they told you that?
Yeah, would you say that
Belize
to
or
a girl?
US?
We're in Belize, bro.
I mean, it's not really like in the Catholic world. I wouldn't say it's a true statement. In the secular world, it's probably
this is
accurate.
Catholic dating nightmares.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
Would you say this to a girl? Yes. You would.
Oh my gosh, you thought really long
mean,
and hard
it's-
about that.
You would.
No, I'm thinking about it. It's like if it's for Catholics, like the fact of the matter is, who would I send it to? Like that's the question.
Yes. Wowza. But
Okay.
when you send it, because I think if this is like a dating app, is it a dating app? So like he's like, is this a pickup line? Because I don't think that would work. On
Yeah, I don't
anybody.
think it
Like
would.
if you're
That
advising
would just
someone
hurt.
with harsh truths, then fine. But like trying to.
No, I think this is a pickup line. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. No,
Poor
friend.
thing.
No.
Yeah. So what's the rating?
I think it's just too sad to be funny for me. It's just like, I feel myself reading that and just being like, just not gonna try anymore. I'd say
Convent.
like a 1.5.
Sends application to the convent after this. I would say,
Click.
I don't know. I really liked it because I related. Because people have told me I am too picky. So I relate. I don't know how funny, like you said, but I relate.
Yeah.
So I
Relatability, sure.
Yeah,
I think it's a
relatability
4.
10 out of 10. Okay. This is
Oh,
mine.
it's out of 10. For some reason, I thought it was out of 5. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So maybe a 2.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here to find someone to fix me, go travel, climb mountains with, and then have 12 kids with. I drink too much, I smoke too much, and overall, not that great of a person. But I make really, really good pancakes, so it balances out.
Oh my gosh. Relatability 10.
You are this person.
Yes.
I don't know about the 12 kids. I feel like not really looking for like 12.
Yeah, 11
And
feels
climb
more solid.
mountains, travel, not me.
No, I
I don't want to. Well, I want to travel, but climb mountains, I will not.
Someone to fix me. Yes.
I think this person is looking for Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Climb
Yeah.
mountains, travel. I could see it. The 12 kids, no, though.
Yeah, Jesus can't have to.
I like it. It's quirky. So
Yeah,
I would give
like
it. I
too.
give it a
I liked
6.
it. This
You know, at least you're
7.
being honest, right? It's,
I drink too much. I
think this I love because it's like a kind of humor in the Catholic world I haven't encountered as much since I converted, and like it's hard for me with my sarcastic aura that I have to navigate how to joke in the Catholic world. So I actually really like this.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give it like a 7.5.
I give it a 6. You?
6.
Okay, solid. Okay, next one. What's the last completely new experience so this is like a guy texting a girl on a dating app. What's the last completely new experience you tried? Then like a lot of months later it says, never mind, gum's too big on the pick.
Oh no.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah. That one's
That
sour
was-
grapes.
Yeah, that was really good. I was like, never mind, gum's too big on the new pick. Like, dude, after he already got ghosted, he's like, no, I am the one who doesn't like you.
Yeah, I think that's like a next level narcissism where I need to keep this vision of myself alive. So
Yeah.
in order to do that,
I
will.
rejected you.
Yeah.
For the record,
It wasn't
yeah,
you.
it was me.
Yeah.
So I say I'll give it another 6.
Yeah, me too.
But you.
Yeah, I think the guy's a narcissist. I just think like he's kind of salty, like he's butthurt. But narcissist, man, this is something I'd probably like screenshot the picture of the girl and send a friend and be like, look at those gums.
Well, narcissists do often get butthurt very easily.
Yeah, all men get butthurt very easily. All men narcissists.
Not all men get butthurt really easily. I think we need to call in Matthew, the expert on what real men are.
Matthew, if you're watching, please comment.
Do real men get butthurt, Matthew?
Yes, Matthew. We're calling out. I hope he's watching. If he isn't, he's fake. He's not part of the BBG anymore.
He's probably not watching.
He's definitely not watching. Okay. Hi. Would you hold my hand during the Our Father?
Me likes. I would hold your hand. No, actually, because like there's debate about the.
There is debate about if that's like
position
liturgically correct. And
I don't know how funny it is, but it's just. I guess it's funny when you think about someone approaching someone like this.
Yeah, like if someone came up to you and was like, "Hi, would you hold?" I would laugh. Yeah. And think it's cute, but I wouldn't take this person up. I'd be like, "Are you 12?"
I like when people can make fun of themselves. Like if they're asking seriously, I think no. But yeah. I like a guy who doesn't take himself seriously. So
I feel like this is like after like you've like gone on a date or two. Like if this is the pickup line, I would just bye.
No, I could see me doing something stupid like that. So maybe I need someone just as stupid.
I feel that. Okay.
Yeah.
If you would do it, then I could see how that would be endearing. Yeah, I see it. I give it a 5.
Yeah.
You?
He's trying to be funny.
Yeah.
It's cheesy, but it's
okay. So you want to get married if I meet the right guy? I mean, to me, lol. Just figure it out. You're an amazing woman and I'm an okay-ish guy. Lol. I'm gonna have to say no.
I just don't understand why people think this is the way to do it.
Right? Yeah.
If I meet the right guy.
Yeah, if I meet the right guy. No, I meant to me, lol.
Not the right guy. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm just getting it now.
Okay.
I'm a little slow when it comes to these things.
Okay.
No, that is funny. I meant to me.
That is funny.
Yeah, I will give that an 8.
Yeah. This is I'd say 7. 8? 7.5.
Yeah. 1.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of odd.
It is odd. That's why it's funny.
And I'm lost for words. It's not funny that the guy comes off as like a bit clingy and the girl comes off as a bit.
Yeah, no, it's
I think
funny.
if it depends on if he's serious or not. If he's being sarcastic, then it's funny because it's like, no, obviously I'm not the right guy. I meant to me.
Yeah.
And it's also kind of humble because for him to kind of have that self-deprecating humor.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm pretty average. I'm okay.
Yeah, but
I like you. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do women like self-deprecating men?
I don't know what women like. I'm sure I don't know.
I have no idea what women like.
What I like is very different from what
I don't even know what I like. So
I think I like self-deprecating humor. Not all the time because then that could be reflective of like deeper wounds. But I think it's nice to be able to make fun of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like a guy who doesn't take himself seriously or can take a joke. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Me too. I do like that. So, okay. Hi. Do you want to get married and start a family and move here?
Wait, I don't get it. I'm really bad at
this dude just like slides into her DMs of like, do you want to get married and start a family and move wherever he is? Imagine Ashley if someone slid into your DMs. It was like, and he's like, I don't know, lives in PG. It's like, hi, do you want to get married and start a family and move here?
The closer and closer I get to a certain age, the more I feel like I might consider it.
Like time?
Maybe if it was 5 years ago, I'd be like, absolutely not. But then like, do we want to write off everybody right away, actually?
Yeah.
No, I would not. To be fair, even I would be like, dude, again, unless he's joking. Like, I can't tell if these people are serious
Right, like
or
I
not.
can't tell either. Like
I think this one, he's serious.
I think so.
I could just imagine.
There
it's
are
just-
those kinds of guys,
Yeah.
especially in the Catholic world.
Yes, I have met
Yes.
them.
Oh yeah.
I've
Wait,
met them.
really? What's
Yes.
what's your dating nightmare?
Ugh,
I want one.
this is a family show.
Oh.
We can't talk.
My dating nightmare
That's
is that
too nightmarish to
my
talk
nightmare
about.
is that someone told me Mary told him that I was the one. Mary, they pulled the Mary card. They said Mary told me that you are the woman for me. I was like, okay, well, Mary didn't tell me that. Goodbye.
Oh, okay.
Close the book. But yeah, next one. Just some guy passing through like a kidney stone in the urethra of life. Here to see who I know in real life and hopefully, maybe at times, try not to feel less lonely in my lesser moments since other online dating venues are more misses than hits. I feel like this is something Loretta would say.
Nah, I won't be on the dating app.
This is already my favorite person in the whole
Yeah,
world.
I love this
I
one.
love this.
This the first line just
Passing
started
through
strong.
like a kidney stone in the urethra of life. I love it.
I love it too.
I give it a solid 10.
I give it a
I think
9.
if that was like everything they said, because there are some people who like they are that extra with like literally everything they said, I think it would get annoying. But like I love little bouts of those.
This is good. I like him. Okay, this is a series of what's the worst or most awkward thing someone has said to you on a date. Okay. End of perfectly normal first date, he says, scale of 1 to 10, this date was an 8 in awkwardness.
Oh my stars.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yeah. Again, like I don't think it's funny. It's just so sad.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it deserves a rating because there was a rating involved.
Although 8 is pretty high for a first date. Oh, in awkwardness.
In awkwardness.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I missed the quotation.
I
mark.
missed it. Shoot. Oh my god. First dates are supposed to be awkward though.
Yeah.
Sometimes. A little.
It depends, like, if you really don't know the person at all.
Sometimes you click, but like I think it's not a deal breaker if your first date is an 8 in awkwardness.
Yeah.
Maybe a 7.
But if they said it to you, like, just like that, that would make it worse. Then it would be the deal breaker.
Yeah.
Because that made awkward, that turned the 8 to a 10.
I think he's just thinking out loud.
Yeah. 8 to a 10.
Yeah, that's, no, I don't like that at all. Okay, if I asked you out, it means I'm comfortable enough with you farting on me.
Oh, no. Just no.
Don't do it, guys.
I rebuke that.
I rebuke that, yeah. That's not it. Don't do that again, sir. That's so bad.
Wait, where do
But
you
that's
know
really
where
funny.
this is coming from? Like which dating app? Is it just any dating app or Catholic
Isn't this
dating
an
app?
Catholic
Instagram
dating
reply?
apps, yeah.
That's a
Yeah, that's like so like the person like posted one of those little Instagram thingies. Like, what's the worst or most awkward thing someone has said to you on a date? And then the person kind of
I see.
replies.
I see.
So it's really great. Yeah. Okay. I don't even know how to rate it.
No, neither do I.
Okay. First date, and he wanted me to stand up and yell, Jesus Christ is our savior.
And this sounds like a prot.
Oh my gosh, I would die. I think I'd die.
I love it.
I would die.
I would probably do it.
I wouldn't do it.
I would definitely do it.
One time I went to a movie with some friends, and one of the friends, this was like my first week of college, and like I didn't know these people very well. This one guy, he just runs around the place hiding prayer cards.
I love it so much.
So he like puts it under like the seats and in the emergency exit, like in the thing and like in the walls. I don't know how he found a way to put it in the wall. But he put it in the wall and just everywhere. And he was like, do you want to hand them out to like the workers here? I was like, no, this is America. I'm not about to get deported or killed or sued because I heard y'all don't like Christians. So I was just like, no. Goodbye. I'm leaving. Yeah. So
oh my god. Justin is dying over there.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's the last one.
Okay, yeah. No, I think that one is funny because I would definitely do it.
I would.
Ever since I've become a Christian, I love like awkward Christian situations. Like I'd be that person. Like, who do I like? I will ask my brothers or anybody. Like, do you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Oh my God.
I love. It's just like because it. I don't know if it's partially because maybe that way they won't talk to me after that, and it's like for sure, or I don't know. I think like when you confront the awkwardness, like directly, it makes it less awkward somehow. In my experience,
Interesting. Maybe I should try it. No.
or acknowledging that you probably think I'm like a Jesus freak anyway. So like I acknowledge that you see me that way.
Interesting.
I think that's the way I've approached it. I don't know. I just have lots of fun with that.
I like this one because it's funny, but I wouldn't do it. And if this happened, I would say, huh, but I get up and get away. So yeah, that's all that we have for that. Should we do our basic, beyond basic? Okay. We're going to do our basic and beyond basic moments for the week. So, Loretta, do you want to go first?
Basic moment is anything in this Belize heat, like honestly. Just can't get more basic than that. Beyond basic moment, there was this penance service, Tuesday, in Neo Catechumenal way. And it was really beautiful. Like, I really felt uplifted, and I really feel like I needed that. We were in like a pretty small room, so there was this beautiful thing where like the priest was at the front, and so when we went for confession, like all of our brothers and sisters in Christ, like they were around us singing, and we spoke like quietly to the priest, and so it's like we're doing our confession while everyone is seeing us, and when you hear the priest, giving absolution so loudly, like one by one, you just like hear this absolution maybe every 50 seconds. Oof, oof, oof. It's like it feels so beautiful,
50-second confession.
Like a minute and a half. Oh. But it's like you just hear it periodically, those words over and over, and like you kind of imagine this. At least me mentally, I start to imagine like this gold halo around everyone's head who just came from confession, and you kind of feel like the small room of 15 people, everybody in this first shore in a state of grace, like in that small room, feels beautiful. Because I think that when you're like at a penance service, like that's more public, I guess, like once they're done, they're gone, and then maybe you don't know everybody in the room, but that was a beautiful experience for me. I liked it.
Interesting. That's different. You beyond basic and basic.
So basic, probably any one of the World Youth Day logistics things that I've had to do this week. Probably being up till like 12 o'clock trying to balance receipts for World Youth Day. That was pretty basic, I guess. And I guess my beyond basic moment, I was trying to decide because I was at the Basilica, and I was there with my nephew Leonidas, and he doesn't realize like how special of an experience that was for me. But I think like just coming here and then hearing Justin's testimony, because like we work together at JP2, and I heard like the beginning of his testimony, and now hearing it here and how happy he is working here at Guadalupe Media, and him being open to Jesus in the Eucharist and things, that's really special. That was my definitely beyond basic moment.
That's definitely a beyond basic moment. Yeah. For me, I really can't think of a basic. Okay, this is a pretty basic moment. Yesterday, Father Shahir invited me to a mass, and he was like, "I'm saying mass in the city. You should come. There's a holy hour afterwards." I was like, "Great." I get there pretty early. And then the mass starts, and it's in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, so I was like, dude, like when I go to when I have to translate Spanish in my head, I get a headache every single time. Like it actually hurts my head. So I was there. I was like, oh my gosh, I did not know this was gonna be a Spanish mass. But anyway, so that was pretty basic. It wasn't horrible, but it was still Mass, and I was happy to go to Mass. And then my beyond basic moment is probably the Mass. the holy hour afterwards was really nice, and there was also after that, then Father Shahir took me and 2 other young people out for like bubble milk tea, and it was really nice, and it was just life-giving conversations, and I really enjoyed it. And so I think that's my basic and beyond basic. Oh, another beyond basic moment is that I found this really cool praise and worship song that I like.
Nice.
It's called Missionary Anthem. It's really cool. I don't know if you've heard it. Do you know it?
Absolutely not. No.
Dude, it's really good.
Missionary anthem is not something that I think would be associated with me, but
yeah,
I'm sure it's beautiful.
Oh yeah, it was a good song. So that was pretty beyond basic too. So that's all for episode 5 of Beyond Basic. We're almost done. We have like a couple episodes left. So make sure you're back next week and the weeks after that, and share this episode. Go back, watch our other episodes. Tell people to watch next week's episode, because I think it's going to be pretty cool next week too. Really excited for that one. And keep praying for our World Youth Day groups that are going. And if you're going to World Youth Day, I'm so excited for you, and we're praying for you. Thank you so much, Ashley, for coming on. Again, we're going to have you on probably. If we have another season of this show, we're definitely going to have you again. We're going to talk about more things. And so maybe by then you'll have like a completely different life. It'll be great.
God willing.
Okay. That was really good. Thank you for that. But yeah, so thank you so much for joining us. Can't wait to see you next week. God bless.